Hello everyone, Unix is here. Welcome to What's Next, my series on exploring the next demos and a bit of game design research for myself. Today, as you can see, we are playing Worlds Upon the Wind. This is a game that really caught my eye around the time I thought of doing this series. It is a roguelike deck builder. However, I think so far, from what I can see, that makes it really stand out is it's not doesn't appear to be like a combat high-paced deck builder. I believe they even use the word peaceful. It's more of a slower pace, sort of think about it. There's no combat. But they have a pretty strong demo from it looks like. And also very good reviews. So this released 3 days ago as of recording. It's had a demo for a while. Not a ton of reviews, obviously. It's a smaller indie game. But it's pretty rare, even for indie games with small review counts. 100% positive, both recent and overall. Yeah, it's a 22 size, but that's still quite impressive. So let me sort of run you through some of the stuff here before we try it out. So, from what they've said, the demo is about half the game, and your save will carry over. So I'd definitely say, you may as well take advantage of the demo. It's a cheaper game, at $12, 10% off currently. But like I said, it's not a combat game. It's instead about rebuilding civilization after some sort of apocalypse. So, if you're more familiar with board games, this is, I feel, fairly common for more board gamey sort of style deck builders. So making choices on resources seems to be what it's about. Like I said, it is roguelike, lots of unique choices, roguelike progression. I'm curious how that one will pan out. Because I'm curious how long the runs are. Yeah, I'll be curious to find out. We get pets. But the two things that actually really caught my eye, obviously, as we can see in these images here, is the art. The art is quite stunning. I believe it says below it is hand-drawn. Yeah, look at this very old school type of art here. So that was a big thing that caught my eye. I love seeing different art styles. As a, more Western European, I'm always interested to see how other people depict their art. Obviously, like I said, Japanese art. And something that I think could be quite interesting for people is this one here. They have a mode, optional Japanese language learning. So it says here there are learning mini games for learning kanji to help you learn the vocabulary and sentences and stuff. So if you are interested in learning Japanese, this might actually prove quite interesting, as it is both game and then educational as well. So that's super cool. I don't know if that part will be in the demo. I suspect not. But in the full game, that's quite cool. That's sort of the highlights. Those are the things I saw. I was like, this really interests me. And if it interests you, let's go jump in and take a look at this. Okay, here we are in game. Well, it's nice and responsive. Let's take a look here. Animation speeds. Vary roof color. Oh, 2 different styles of the icons. That's helpful. Not a streamer mode. Content ID music. Oh. I guess we'll put that on to be safe. Unfortunately. Japanese. Oh. We can enable them. Interesting. So yeah, if you're interested in this particular game feature, definitely give this a read through here. Our name's Meaning. We can have them written. Oh yeah, you can have these written out differently. Kanji practice, kanji drawing. Use drawn kanji on cards. Oh, that's kind of fun. Hello kanji in English sentences. Interesting. I think that will be a bit much for my purposes here. Or should I include it? You know what? I do think it's a highlight of this game. Let's enable them. Be generous. I don't know Japanese in the slightest. So this will be interesting. We'll approach it as someone new. We may come back to turn these off. We'll show them off. Why not? That's what we're here for. I think it's an interesting detail for this game. Okay, I think that's good for settings. Yeah, I do like the art. Very pretty. And the song. I'm a fan of some Eastern instruments. Alright. Let's get started.
Once, we were the masters of our world.
Oh, it's like a visual novel I have to click. I'm just appreciating the art.
Trees bowed to our axes. Beasts and rivers alike ran where we willed. We carved up the earth and took our rightful inheritance. But divine favor would not last forever. Droughts scorched our fields.
Ooh, I like this one.
Winds wailed against our shelters.
Yeah, I like this depiction. The lines. Yeah, I like this. Very cool.
We fought back with cunning and miracles to quell the shaking land.
And I am a fan of how they depict waves. Sort of in the more eastern, where they do it like layers. I do like that.
And in our struggle, we shattered what we treasured most. All that remains is 10,000 shards, adrift upon the wind. Among us were some who listened to your words, O Enlightened One, and prepared for the end. We inked our names upon a great scroll, shielding us from the shattering.
The shattering.
With our faith rewarded, we set out to reunite the world.
Ooh, the interview started loading. Okay. Oh, Enlightened One, your prophecy told us that after the shattering, we are to put the shards back together, one expedition at a time. Let's begin then by rebuilding a Torii Gate. Build Torii Gate. So what makes that this card then? Is it because the symbol? The symbols match. So because this is the teal craft. It matches that there. And this is our glyph stability. Drag glyphs to essence slots with a matching essence. Oh, I like this. How they're highlighting for the tutorial. That's very nice. Yes. Okay. I do like that. This is something I feel like I more often see in just Paradox games. You'll be able to just highlight mechanical words and have it just tell me what it is. I do like that at least they're doing that for the tutorial here. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. Okay. So, 1. Ooh, okay. 2. I was expecting it to, like, snap, and I'm a little surprised it doesn't. Tour gate. We're done with building, but we'll need to redouble our efforts to open the gateway. Guide us with a sign or enlighten one. You can redraw your hand once. Okay. So because these don't open the gateway. Oh, I'm in the way. Okay, we'll see if I'm blocking when I draw the hand. Redraw hand. I'm not blocking. Okay. Should be good here. We're ready to resume preparations now. Let's open the gate to a new shard. A glyph with multiple essences can fill any matching essence. Only one slot. Okay. So we do have multis, but they only do one of them. So... this is our only blue. And this is our only pink. Oh, it is telling me the name of what these symbols mean. Okay. That's part of the learning aspect of it. Excellent. We need enough people to found a settlement when we get to the shard. Let's gather everyone at the gate. So gather expedition. To be green. Nurture and mother. We are exhausted, but you're always with us, O Light One. Grant us one last bit of will to embark. Let's invoke this glyph's blessing. Glyphs have invocations. Hover over the glyph to learn more. Right-click the glyph to cast all of its invocations. Ah. Invocation, draw 2. Okay. I do like how the tutorial is sort of slowly building these cards for us. So right-click. We get water and 2. So this is fill 2. Fill 2 random essence slots in developments. Will that... Presumably that will work. Right-click, it fills both. Yeah, there we go. You're ready to embark on your first expedition. Oop. Ooh. I like that transition. Monk, please look kindly on us as we step out, enlightened one. We only need a foothold in this strange new land. Just so the others can feel safe when they follow. You have already saved us from the shattering, so I trust you'll guide us to restore the world. I know we have better things to do than watch your every footstep. But if you nudge us in the right direction, we'll handle the rest. Okay. Ooh, this expanded. Okay. Time to decide how to develop this land. Each site offers several developments, but only one can be active at each level. Activate some developments, then click redraw hand. So what do we have here? We got the crater, in which case we eventually can do the forge or the hot springs. Or it's probably either or, huh? I think that's what it said. Each site. Oh, site refers to each of these. Okay. Several developments. Only one can be active at each level. Okay. We've got the mountains and the wasteland. So we have crater. Provides adventure and beauty. Beauty and food. Adventure. Harmony and safety. Boneyard, Life Adventure, Rock Garden, Ruined Outpost, Salt Flats. I guess we'll start at looking at what, like, the easiest stuff we can do. So we have our patch of resources here, our draw stack. Interesting, okay. So let's start with the mountain here. We don't want to discard draw, put you there. Okay, so we make a choice of the developments that are here. Okay. Good to know. So over here, I guess between these three choices, would it make sense to do the ones that have further levels? As it develops more? Venture Beauty, Harmony Beauty, Safety Beauty. It's a lot of beauty. Maybe that's okay. Maybe we try and do our advanced one. Would that make sense? Maybe not. Continue. Fill a random one. Add one toil glyph to top of the draw stack. Toil is despair 4, draw 2. Or target 2. I don't know what despair means. We only have one of these. Let's develop the other one. Then go here. And then I should be able to do that. And then we can put you over here. Redraw a hand. This is the only one we have. So now we've done both. We'll need a cauldron of fire to take a hot bath in the spring. Mountain takes care of that. Half collapsed ramparts bristle with new scaffolds, make for a charming mess of a shelter. And I guess we're done, so end foray. And our choices are like permanently on the map, it looks like. Insights. Points earned by completing stages. You can spend them in the Haven to permanently unlock new skills. Okay, so that's the meta currency. Choose glyph to add. The glyphs you choose here stay for the rest of the expedition. Ones with more essences are usually better, but sometimes the invocations matter more. Pay attention to your essence counts, as keeping them balanced is important. Sometimes removing a weak glyph is the best choice. Interesting. Choose a glyph to add. Remove glyph instead. Like, filling 2 random slots seemed really powerful. Do you have to discard 2, though? Divine. See the top 6. Oh, so you get Scry 6. That's pretty good. And the fill. We don't have a ton of radiance. We have a lot of life. So maybe we pick this up. Scry 6 also seems quite good. For the next foray, you'll need to fulfill the foray goal of 4 safety and 6 productivity. When selecting a place to settle, pay attention to how much of the goal yield it can provide. And pan the map using the right mouse button or WASD. Ooh, big map. So we have our settlement. Uchi, Mouth of Fire. Named after our crater. So what do I do? Does it just want me to pan the map? No, I think it wants me to do something. I don't know. Choose foray location. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's like a Civ style. Based on hexes and stuff. 4 safety, 6 productivity. Oh, these are massive amounts. Go there. Okay. A lot more choices. The yields you gain during forays are added up here. These will unlock new options later in the expedition. So that's up here on the right. This is your inspiration. Missing foray goals reduces it. If you run out, expedition ends and you forfeit bonus resources. Okay. So we need 6 productivity for safety. So we're looking at stuff that provide productivity. If I highlight them, it is showing me. Well, the bridge is an obvious one, because that does it on its own for safety. It looks like Eternal Vault. Can only be activated once per expedition. Interesting. Okay. Oh, we could just gain safety doing this. That's interesting. No, we'll do that. Okay. So now we need 6 productivity. How? They give 10. Okay. I feel like the shed. Actually, we don't have any like food, so maybe we do the patch into this. Do I have enough for that? I do. So patch hut, and then I guess we can look over here. Sure. So discard, draw 1. That's not one we needed, but we can just use you to fill 1. Redraw a hand. So do we want the vault? What a gorge station. I guess we can do the vault. So we've done all we can, so we end foray. Which fills in the map. Fumon, sealed gate after its eternal vault. Interesting. So we are essentially choosing the names. Well, I kind of like that one. We only have 1 beauty card. We'll take that. My heart is full, oh enlightened one. Thank you for seeing us through. I'm exhausted now, so we're going to rest and get used to our new home. To think I was actually there. Very first time we step back out into the world. Tales of this journey will be told for generations. It won't be me on the next expedition, but I know you will look after my sisters and brothers just as you looked after us. No doubt is left in my heart that soon you will restore the world to its former glory. Neat. Anytime between forays, you can finish the expedition. If you do this before running out of inspiration, you'll gain a bonus reward. Let's finish the current expedition. Okay. Well, the game told me to, so yes. Tamagashima. Okay, return to Haven. Scribe. I have served all my life as your scribe of names, O enlightened one, but the people beg for a prophet. Inspire me your will, and I shall carry your commandments to the faithful. In the age before the shattering, your sacred word came to us through relics. For to hear your will once more, we must gather such relics. I only pray that we'll be worthy enough to reclaim them. New quest, the relic. Find a relic by completing events. Okay. This is the haven from which we launch our expeditions and continue to evolve as we resettle the shards. You can zoom in with the mouse wheel, pan with WSD. These are your insight points. Insights are gained during expeditions, complete settlement. You can spend insights here to permanently unlock new skills. Skills can provide numerical bonuses or unlock completely new gameplay systems. More skills will become available as you continue the story. You can use this gate to launch a new expedition. This is the scroll on which the original survivors had written their names. Nowadays, novices read it to practice their glyphs. Click on the scroll to start a kanji learning minigame. Is that the end? Okay, I have control. Well, this will probably go poorly, but we'll show off the minigame. This minigame lets you practice kanji of all the glyphs you've discovered. Use glyphs to fill in the blanks and gain small insight rewards. Mistakes will cost you inspiration. Oh boy. Sessions ends if you exhaust it. Each time you finish a round, difficulty increases. Okay. Oh, I just have to know it? Okay, is this down or big? So this is clearly person. Because I'm matching symbols. I is craft. You have to be stand. Down or big? I mean, I obviously don't know. I was going with my gut. I'd say this was down. And this was big. Was that right? I don't know. Bath. This and then that, I guess. That's a complicated one. Gold looks like a house. Stone. Presumably one line is one, right? Gold. Oh, it tells what grade they're taught. That's fun. That one's grade 2. The rest are grade 1. Combination. Is apparently this one. Okay. Oh. Tree. That looks very similar to one we did earlier. Make. Make. Okay. Kunyomi? I don't even know what that means. Oh, book. I mean, going off of vibes, this one's book, right? Oh, that one's wrong. Oh, I've been right till now. Book. Present main origin. True real counter for long cylindrical things. Bright. Kunyomi. I still don't know what this one means. Okay. Combination. Well, you're clearly 2. You must be C. Onyomi. Onyomi. Not sure what that means. Rest. Fireworks. This means flower. Oh, but I can't see the other word in it. Okay. Herb. Oh. Okay. Spirit. So like this looks like the Torii Gate. So would that mean spirit? No. That must mean circle. So this means spirit. I don't know what Onyomi means. We saw Onyomi before. I should have just remembered the words. Mountain. Haven't we seen mountain before? Is it repeating and I'm just not learning? Damn it. Oh, we have a sentence now. Some dogs are very smart. Proportion. Onyomi is here again, but it's different. Oh, at least I don't have to match that one. I couldn't tell you. I got lucky. Archaeological excavation. Power. Rice planting. So you go there. You go there. Power? Which one do I feel like I would have seen power? This one? Cloth volcano. Oh, that symbol looks like a volcano. Neat. Okay. That definitely seems better if you, as more of a test of if you know it. Rather than... I don't know. It's been a while since I've had to learn a language. I'm curious what people think of that. Interesting. Okay. So we can spend our new inspirations, right? So it's called insights, sorry. Increases your maximum inspiration. More events. Increase rarity. Grants an insight for every 10 yield points of any type. Okay. I like events. And maybe this one, because it's like side objectives. You just get more currency. And then increasing our maximum. Okay. Launch an expedition. Oh, so we're over here now. So... it's pretty clear we should probably start where this building is. Developments outlined with glimmers will trigger events. Events allow vignettes that can grant powerful glyphs and relics, but could also lead to negative outcomes. School and archives. Well, we need knowledge, so we definitely want a school. So, school. Future of education. Ruin has been renovated into a brand new school, and all that remains is to choose the head teacher. One option is the local beekeeper, a soft-spoken woman who knows songs and stories and has herbs to soothe any ailment. The other candidate is a monk trained at the Haven, a master of rhetoric and arithmetic. He believes the children are capable of more, but he is strict and often impatient. Let the children decide, because we have enough. Okay, our choices are locked behind what we have. Interesting. So we can let the children decide. We could have chose the beekeeper or chose the scholar directly. So we either ask them to share, in which case we don't know what will happen, or we let the kids decide. Selecting this choice will reveal the outcome for all future expeditions. I mean, having 2 teachers isn't that bad, right? Seems important. Share the duties. Parents asked the 2 candidates to teach together. Oh, we lost something. Gardens now experience a global shortage of harmony. If each type of yield is below 0 at the end of foray, you will lose inspiration. By the 3rd day, half of the lesson is taken up by the teachers arguing about the best way to run a school. Constant disagreement leaves the children confused, eroding their trust in education. Well, when I said share the duties, I meant teach one class then the other. Not at the same time. Okay, so we have to get 10 harmony now. Is that possible? We can get it if we go here. And that's quite challenging. And we do want to hit this event still. We don't want that. You don't do anything. So just gain beauty. We could fill one and hope we get lucky. We got lucky. That lets us put one here. Redraw hand. Okay. So we need you. Pink. So we need to discard. Hello. It didn't let me choose. That was scary. Okay, that rescued the harmony, but we don't get this event, unfortunately. So we have to end the foray there. Stupid event. Marlborough Shimon, Illusion Gate, named after the Mirage Gate. Choose a glyph to add. Use 15 adventure. Yeesh. It is a draw too. I don't want drunk. Well, we only have one of each of these symbols. Getting more of that symbol seems good. So now we foray again. We need knowledge and productivity. So the shore seems to make the most sense. So we'll go here. Ooh, we got a lot here. Let's see. We got 2 events we could try go for. Seven knowledge, 3 productivity. So if we can do these 2. Okay. Let's start here. Stand. Then we go over here. Odd driftwood. For several days, new pieces of driftwood make it to the shoal at an uncanny regularity. They aren't the usual planks or branches, though, but solid wood shaped like tools. A mallet with no joints, a sickle with no metal parts. The driftwood gatherers swear they've never seen anything like this before, and say that sea spirits must be sharing tools with their new neighbors. Well, we can't leave a gift. We either throw the pieces back, carve the driftwood into dice, or leave them alone. Interesting. See, I want to leave a gift back. Why would we turn them into dice? That confuses me. I guess we'll do that. I'm curious. The wood is waterlogged, yet satisfying to carve. A pair of dice is finished in no time. First roll comes up 6. So does the second. So that's a relic. Whenever you add a glyph to your glyph deck, gain 1 glyph reroll. Okay, interesting. Legacy event. Choices made during such events have long-term story consequences. Oh boy. Talisman. An old monk sits on a straw mat by the shard's edge, watching the cloud sea stretch to the horizon. He's prayed for guidance every morning since he came to this shard. Today, he thinks he hears an answer. The Enlightened One wants the people to carry a small reminder of their purpose. Choose a herbal scent bag, choose a seed pouch, choose a copper ring, choose a charcoal bead. These all scream symbolism. I feel like a seed pouch makes sense. It's about rebuilding, planting. I think that makes sense to me. Here's a seed pouch. The monk ties a few grains into a small pouch. Carry this pouch as a reminder. You are seeds of this new world, he hears in his mind. Your ancestors harvested what they did not sow. You instead shall sow what you may not harvest. In days to come, pouches will be stitched from leftover strips of loosely woven cloth, filled with a handful of seeds. Some will put in rice grains, others will fill theirs with wildflower seeds. People will carry their pouches at the belt, light enough to forget, obvious enough to make a child ask what it means. Whenever natural development is activated, restore 1 inspiration. Cool. That is kind of what I was going for. The Explorer. I heard you're looking for explorers to help on expeditions. Well, here I am at your service. Take my gratitude for answering the Enlightened One's call. The journey of the faithful shall be arduous. We will need skilled scouts to explore these new lands. You're in luck. It's exactly my specialty. What you call luck is but a sign of divine will. Go now with the Enlightened One's blessing. New quest, surveying the shards. Finish a survey. Surveys happen after every 3 forays. Okay. So I guess throw you there. Draw a new hand. We didn't get lucky. I just noticed this random discard. Concerning. So put you there. So fill a random slot. I finished that one. Go ahead and gain 5 beauty. Discard 1, draw 1. Did we get lucky? No. Discard. That's the end. We didn't get the archive, unfortunately. But that's okay. We still completed what we needed to do. Welcoming Beach. Makayabama? I'm gonna butcher these. Choose a glyph to add. Ooh, that seems really good, that one. Fill 2 rem spots and gain 5 safety. I wouldn't mind another divine, but this one seems really good. I guess we foray again. Now we need beauty and knowledge. Which means we go this way. So beauty, we got this route. Knowledge, that route. Okay. We'll start here. And then we need to look over here. Citadel of the Ruin. This is unfortunately our only essence. So when we redraw, we're not going to still have it, right? I don't know if that's true. Divine was scry? Yeah. I think we have to scry. How do we gamble? No, we can't really gamble because we've got to do 2 of these. Which means we have to do these 2. Oh, this is rough. So we do have to take the scry. That is... Yes, that's a symbol we need. Because that's the green craft. So we do need that one, so keep. And... I think... we'll find out if this stays in our hand. It doesn't. Okay, we should have just used that. Okay. That one. We're not gonna get both. Oh no. Oh dear. We're gonna be off by 1. Discard. Safety. None of you are safety. Ugh. Almost. Yeah, we can't do that. And foray. Lose an inspiration. After 3 forays, the survey team will go out to map a region of the Shard. You have to deal with a variety of encounters. You may choose to end that trip at any time, but the further you advance, the more of the map you will reveal. So this is their departure point. Okay, I guess departure there. The tigers. I don't know. Scouts begin to notice unusual silence in the air. I'll keep reading. The birds and insects have suddenly grown quiet. As they press forward, a tigress emerges through the tall grass, with 3 nearly grown cubs behind her. She growls, watching the surveyors intently. This is a universal essence slot. Take any essence. So, we don't have any food, so we can't give food to the tigers. We can light a torch, watch their behavior, or run away. We can't watch their behavior because we don't have that card. I guess we could try and redraw. I presume we can redraw after each of these 1 of 4 events. And I'd like to try and get the watch their behavior. We didn't get it. Well, our only options are light a torch or run away. I guess light a torch? I don't really want to. We'll light a torch. The explorers quickly light their torches, the tigers wary back up. One scout, her hands trembling, accidentally drops hers. Yep, the dry grass begins to smolder and the group is forced to abandon their route and race ahead. Nice, I lose a bunch of safety. Cool. A fort in the waste. The surveyors are trudging through the wasteland when they spot a crumbling fort in the distance. By the time they reach it, night has fallen. The wind picks up as they draw near, whistling through the cracks in the walls, drowning out the thunder rumbling in the distance. I just noticed we can't redraw our hand. We have to make do with what we've got here. We can only climb or take shelter. I guess climb. Explorers climb the worn stone stairs to the top of the fort. From the roof, they watch the storm passing through the barren wasteland. As the lightning flashes, they catch glimpses of iron wrecks littering the horizon. New glyph received. Castle. Cool. Well, I get just a bunch of safety. Stream crossing. The team approaches a creek that is well swelled into a wide stream rushing across the landscape. The water is chest high, moving at a dangerous speed. We have none of these options, so we can only wade through the current. Okay. Team match. Okay, we lost even more safety. The missing rations. When the team stops to have their meal, one of the scouts notices that half of her rice is missing from her pack. After a brief investigation, one of the younger team members admits that he'd forgotten to pack his rations and ate hers instead during yesterday's meal. The woman is furious and threatening to beat up the thief. Take the thief carrier back or let her have revenge. We'll make the thief carry it. We'll use this to gain safety, so we're not so negative. Jaska has no choice but to accept the extra burden. The rift remains unhealed and is sure to lead to trouble down the road. 6 inspiration lost. Yeah. Okay. 20 knowledge. We kind of need to repair our safety. Before we do anything else. We need 20 knowledge. We can get that if we go this way. And we need our safety, which is here. Or these two. We have to go this way. Okay, so we'll start here. We need another green. And then it's you. So that's you done there. And we have none of those. So draw, discard. Oh, we got one of the ones we needed. We draw hand. So you're one I need. I need you for both. Uh-oh. Okay, I can rescue this, and I can just use this to gain the 5 safety. So we're no longer at a negative. It's not ideal. That's all we can do. Oh, where'd my mouse go? There it is. Yeah, okay. And foray. Cocoon Town. Full craft real life. Life is a basic essence. It's crucial for starting. Never too many advanced essence. Yeah, okay. So we need more life and craft. Which isn't here. We do have a reroll though. I guess we'll pick up this one. Do we stop? I'm not... We have no quests. Maybe we stop? Finish? Yes? Return to Haven. Expedition was a success. Shards are full of new adventures, new places to explore. We've done the Enlightened One a great service. The maps you bring shall serve us well in days to come. On night 1, the shards are ready to receive us. In the next expedition, we shall raise a capital. With that, the scattered can begin healing in earnest. Establish the first shard capital after 6 forays. Finish the first convergence. Okay. You can view previously settled world shards here, as well as explore potential shard cultures. Interesting. Oh, there's people we can click here. Shinobu Elder. Glad I don't have to rush about like that anymore. Okay. Put the ball back together, you must first careful with the pieces. No, not who I wanted to click. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. I want to save our points. Okay. So now we do a new expedition. And we need to do 6. Oh, so we're starting here again. Well, not again, I guess it's... we could do it a little different. So there's an event here. We can try to go for this one. So we need a green. We need a second green. You won't help either. Oh. Okay. We draw hand. So got pink there. We don't have... Alright, we still need that. Okay, that one. We can't get this. Oh. Uh-oh. We can't get either. Welp. Unfortunate. That sucks. Yeah, we lose 2 at 10 inspiration there. Okay. It may be hard to do 6. Okay. Oh, you're a different symbol. What do we want to do over here? There's no knowledge over there. You can only get 5 knowledge there. Oh, this sucks. Oh, no. Da, 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 da. We needed this. This one here. That's the one we needed. So we can get almost there. I don't know if... Does, like, filling it... Oh, it didn't even fill the right one. We were doomed anyway. Well, let's just grab this event. Gain our resources. Maybe event will save us. The reservoir was built to hold back disaster, but has grown to serve as a place of leisure instead. Stalls line the banks selling juicy dumplings and cold barley tea. The air is filled with the rustle of leaves and relaxed chatter. The safety warden frowns at the crowd, tapping his ledger. If fire starts, these benches will block the bucket brigade. This is a hazard, not a park. If the fire starts, we'll douse it with tea, a keeper laughs. Well, our choices are let the stalls remain, or clear them. Gotta clear them, right? It is a fire hazard. One remains unconvinced and orders the stalls moved away. The risk is too great to ignore. Reluctantly, the settlers help the stall keepers pack up the bowls and carts. And the crowd soon disperses, grumbling about the heat. Well, that was a disaster. Okay. Our best bet is this one, it looks like. From what I'm seeing. Because we can actually complete it. Because then we just need to draw those two, which feel, well, fairly likely. Now over this way. We can, because I can't. I either invoke it to double safety gain, so we just need one of these 5s, or I spend it here and hope we draw. Oh, we can't get pink. We have no more pink. So we are better off invoking it. Yeah. Invoke it. You don't help us. Invoke you. Redraw. So orange. Okay. Given the choice, we probably want productivity. Oh wait, no. We could draw into a green. Actually, we can draw into either one. We could draw first. Yeah, let's draw first. We got the green, so we can go with this one. Ah. We did the correct thing. Yay. We actually accomplished our goals. Ooh, yeah. Hot Springs Valley. Fill 4, discard 4 is interesting. Take that one, though. Okay, so we have our survey. Go survey... Survey the desert. Valley path. Explorers find themselves in a narrow valley with steep high walls. Path twists through exposed stone and small groves, occasionally opening onto patches of grass. The valley branches out into several nearly identical paths. Scouts worry that choosing the wrong path could strand them in a dead end or leave the group wandering in circles. So we can climb the wall. Or we could explore separate paths, because we do have enough adventure. Yeah, why not? We'll explore. The team sends several scouts down 2 different paths. One group finds a route out of the valley, the other group quickly reaches the dead end, but there they find a burrow. As they approach, an orange tail disappears into the depths. Fox. We gained a fox. I guess. We got a fox glyph anyway. It's a good one. Picturesque vista. One of the scouts is struck by the beauty of the valley over which the surveyors are passing. She asks to stay behind to sketch the landscape, promising to catch up as soon as she's done. You can wait for her, or have everyone sketch. Let the artist catch up or continue on together. Have everyone sketch is kind of fun, no? Yeah, let's have everyone sketch. That's fun. The team calls a break, and rather than letting the artist draw alone, they split the charcoal, and each scout sketches their own take on the landscape. The result is surprisingly varied. Some have drawn the valley alone, others have focused on the distant peak rising from the clouds. One man drew a portrait of the artist instead, and now shyly presents it to her before resuming the trip. Cute. We get to choose a glyph. Grass, tree, ground. Interesting. Well, these are all kind of weird. I don't know if we need any of them. We'll skip. The broken sandal. One of the scouts had accidentally torn the strap of her sandal and, out of embarrassment, tried to hide it. Now she is limping and slowing the pace of the group. The team is frustrated that the scout hid the problem, while the scout is defensive about not wanting to be seen as a burden. We can use an ointment, or let her rest. Even if we redraw, it's unlikely we can repair the sandal. Well, let's do the ointment. One of the scouts digs out an ointment from her pack and helps her injured teammate apply it. Medicine doesn't heal the sprain outright, but it certainly eases the pain. The team has gone into an argument, just trying to decide where to go next. 3 of the scouts disagree, each pointing in a different direction and completely refusing to budge. Oh boy. Well, we don't have any harmony for that one. Resolve it with logic. We could try and draw into leave it the chance. So let's just use this again, adventure. That didn't change anything because we don't have enough food to do this one. So we'll redraw. Didn't get the one we wanted. We still didn't get it. I guess we'll leave it up to chance. Let's consume both of these. Leave it up to chance. Oh, we got lucky. The team convinces the scouts to draw lots. They follow the path for the one who drew the Correct. Glyph. That's funny. Neat. Okay. End survey. Okay. We have to survive 2 more. We need productivity. The most is here. Okay. We need 20. So our best bet is maybe trying to get this. Prize drawing both our pinks, which isn't terribly likely. We can partially try and do it here. So we have both our oranges to get started on both. So let's start them both. Okay. Do any of these help? You help. Here's your hand size for the rest of the stage. I'm not sure what a stage is. Is it just this? I'm not sure. Well, you fill a random. So let's use you first. Fill a random. That's that one. Okay. Redraw. We only got 1 pink. Which sucks. Which sucks because this is the one that can fill that one. Because we could scry, it doesn't help us. Well, we at least don't fail the objective, but... Oh, we got lucky. That got us what we wanted. Cool. We got very lucky. Sunaizumi. So we probably want to remove basics. Okay, we have to survive 1 more. We need 15 adventure, 10 beauty. It's just sort of this way then. Oh boy, okay. 10 beauty we can immediately get here. Adventure, reduce stability, but it's fairly easy. And we do actually have the stuff. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do that, because it actually completes our goal. 2 men are gathering moss in the canyon, sitting in large baskets suspended by ropes. As one of them prepares to scrape another handful from the wet stone, he pauses and looks at the wall in surprise. Further along the cliff face, the moss is cleared in a pattern that looks strikingly like a dragon tied into a knot. It scales clumps of raised moss. Add to the image, consider a message from the spirits, declare it a work of art. We declare a work of art. Why not? The men decide that the image must be a work of a great artist. They return to the settlement to tell their fellow settlers of the strange artwork they found on the canyon wall. Before the day ends, there's a queue of people lined up for a chance to go down in the baskets and admire the sight. Nice. I got us a bunch of beauty. Okay. Oop. That's that. Next, we'll look over here. What can I accomplish? Wouldn't mind doing the other event, maybe. I can't start it, however. Um, let's just redraw. I guess I want to guarantee that. Redraw. Despair, lose inspiration. Gotcha. Okay. Well, now we know. You only have one orange. I know. Despair is just if I invocate, right? Yeah. That's fine. Salt flats. Salt sisters. Every morning, salters head to the flats to fill their buckets with pale crystals, bring back treasure to the village by sundown. Among these salters are two sisters. The elder, Akiko, works without complaint and returns home with salt crusting her sleeves and sandals every evening. The younger, Haruko, often leaves her bucket half filled and spends her time tracing patterns on the ground with a length of string. When merchants come into town, she often leaves her sister behind and spends her day convincing the merchants to buy more salt. Akiko resents working alone on market days, while Haruko insists that a merchant's first impression is worth more than a bucket of salt. Interesting. Like, I think this last point is correct, but also, it is one person working harder. That's unfair. I could consult an elder. I'm not entirely sure what they would tell us. I'm inclined to just go, Akiko's right. Akiko lays down her buckets and refuses to return to the flats until Haruko returns to work beside her, even on market days. Ooh. The buckets remain empty for a time, with neither sister agreeing to work at all, unless Haruko rolls up her sleeves and joins in the work. She proves herself to be industrious, and soon she's bringing back more salt than most of the salters. Akiko's anger softens, but the merchants find no familiar face to greet them. Yeah. Fair. Okay. So I can do either one of these. I guess we can try and recover our knowledge we just lost. Can I do both? No. And we'll just gain the 5. Okay. Tetsu Gareno. Withered Iron Field. Oh, that's quite good. Sure, we'll grab that. Okay. I guess I have to foray again. God, I need 3 things now. Knowledge, safety, adventure. Okay. That's a tricky knowledge one to get. We could do this to get our adventure. And then we're just looking at safety knowledge. Which realistically is like this one. How possible is this? Orange, then pink. We do have orange, then pink. It's not impossible. We could try. Orange, pink. You. You don't work. So I guess we increase our hand size so we draw one more. Let me just do this one for fun. Yes, because we will... Yeah, we'll do that. Redraw. Oh boy. Okay, did we get what we need? We got one of them. If any... So I think if we go... This... Cast, it should fill it in. Ah. Okay. We have no way of doing the second one. Just fill you in. And cast you. Okay. Neat. Cool about a mulberry field. Let's remove another basic. Now at the end of the phase, it's time to establish the shard capital. This final step is called convergence. These are your settlements. Clicking on one of these will take you to it on the map. You must zoom in and pan the map freely. Each settlement has a shortage of one type of field. For example, your Kakahashi settlement has a shortage of knowledge. The first task is to choose a location for the shard capital. Okay. It didn't tell me what determines where we should put it. Oh no, we're building something new. Well, I guess here. It's sort of center. It's on the other side of the mountains, which is a little odd, but I'm sure it's fine. Let's go there. The goal of convergence is to fulfill settlement shortages. For example, this settlement has a shortage of knowledge. Fill the shortage, fill the essence slots. The state of all your settlements in the shard capital carry over to the next phase. Each shortage left unfulfilled, boost your inspiration by 5. So it's just sort of a race to fulfill. Oh god. We are not gonna be able to do those. We don't have much radiant. Okay, we can look over here. So we can fulfill this one. You're done. We have one of you. One of you. Does invoking you work? Oh, it does. That's nice. Okay, so now we lose all our inspiration. Oh no, we still get to do the redraw. Okay. We got one. I don't think you work. Of course, we got all our greens, and that's the one that randomly succeeded. Do you do anything? No, that's what I thought. All of them needing the same resources. Brutal. Okay, end convergence. We get punished. Yeah, we lose all of it. Oh, which fails us. Darn. Find alternate ways to complete the conversions in the shard capital skill tree. Where's that one then? This one? As you connect a settlement to the shard capital, settlements connected to the shard capital share their yields with other connected settlements. Interesting. Sure. Once the capital provide one type of yield immediately when placed, depending on its biome. Okay. An extra sight is actually quite good. More cards. Okay, more cards is just, that's clearly the choice, right? That just lets you do more. Okay. I think we'll stop here, because I think that's a decent first look at sort of how this game's working. We'll let the nice music play. I quite like this. Obviously, it's a very different style deck builder I'm used to. Because as I sort of mentioned at the beginning, a lot of deck builders are like, it's not Slay the Spire. Slinging out cards, comboing, doing all that, right? There's a lot more slow, sort of go at your pace, try and figure out your best odds and all that. Deck building was interesting. I feel like I should probably have been cutting more than I was adding. That was sort of the impression I got. I started cutting a bit more. After the game reminded me, because my deck was so huge. So I definitely think that is an error on my part. No, I actually really like this. I love the art. It's very pretty. I love the like sketching in the map. That's actually quite satisfying. The events were cool too. But yeah, I like this game. I did feel like, obviously we stopped what was maybe the edge of the tutorial. I feel like we're supposed to fail the first capital. Or I got unlucky and I needed 3 knowledge and that was brutal. But, yeah. I feel like that's probably the edge of the tutorial. Obviously, from everything we saw, like in a haven, there's not much in our haven. That feels like that would get filled out quite a lot. We saw the map. The map was huge. Obviously, that must get filled in some way. I quite like the meta progression options. Something I'm realizing as I play more of these roguelike games. I haven't played a ton of roguelikes. But when they have the permanent progression, I kind of want the progression to feel important and not, ooh, do 1% more. That's boring. But maybe it's card games in particular you can sort of showcase better. They feel more powerful, more impactful. And I mean, I played that for what, an hour and a half-ish? And I wasn't like flooded in currency like I have been in other games. I had to like, you know, look and make choices. I was saving currency to buy better options. Which I do like. I think that's personally what I want in a meta progression. I want to make important choices, not 1% extra damage, 1% luck. That's boring. So I did like that, personally. Yeah, no, I like this game. It's definitely one I want to keep playing. I'm gonna play it on my own time, and I can just sort of relax, not have to think about reading and talking at the same time. And see where the demo ends. Just like I said, the demo says it lasts you about halfway, gives you half the game. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, where do you do the cutoff point? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We didn't get to find an animal, so I definitely want to play until I find an animal companion. On my own time, that's for sure. I want to see how that works. And I was expecting the kanji learning stuff to be in the game. Although, like we said, with this option, use drawn kanji. Maybe it uses your drawn on it. I don't know. I'm glad I got to showcase at least the minigame. And maybe for those of you who are sort of newbies at learning Japanese, maybe that's a really interesting, I don't know, sort of game to play to remind yourself of kanji, and maybe playing the game, seeing the reminders. You know, the cards have the kanji on it with the names. Maybe that's actually a good, like a flashcardy way of keeping your memory fresh. So I could see the value there for any learners. I have a friend who I think is learning casually, and I have a friend who I guess is learning more extremely. So I may send this their way, see what they think. Maybe they'll really like it. Yeah, I do feel like we definitely only scratched the surface of how deep the game goes. So there was a lot we didn't see. But I had a lot of fun, even with just this hour and a half we spent with it. I really like this. So hopefully you did too. Definitely pick up the game, or definitely try it the demo. Please try the demo. I will forever sing the praises of those who have demos, and it is a fairly cheap game once you reach the end of the demo. $10, carries over your save, keep going. I mean, quality-wise, it definitely seems worth the money. Like, everything felt really smooth, clicked well. Again, very pretty. So yeah, I recommend it. I recommend trying it. I think this might be one I come back to once I've gone deeper. Or maybe I'll leave a comment in the video. We'll see. But yes, thank you for watching. Hopefully this game interested you as much as it did me. And I'll be back next time with another game. I have a bunch of demos lined up still, so I'm gonna keep hopping genres. We're doing... What one should we do next? How about something more RTS-y? Yeah, that'll be your hint. We're gonna do something more RTS-y. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you tune in next time. And have a wonderful day. Bye.